As part of ongoing U.S. support for Belize's judicial reform efforts, the U.S. Embassy today donated office and computer equipment to the judiciary to aid in creating enhanced efficiencies in processing court cases. This donation, valued at over 280,000 US dollars, is part of a broader US government-sponsored backlog reduction program, which also supports legislative reform and the establishment of a digital case management system. Currently, majority of the cases in the backlog are dated over several years. But with the assistance of the U.S. Embassy under its backlog reduction program, the justice system in Belize is looking at eradicating the backlog, even though it will take tremendous amount of resources, according to Chief Justice Louise Bell Blenman.
It is multifaceted and have both the Supreme Court and the Magistracy as its beneficiary, and is aimed at improving the delivery of justice in Belize. Its components include improvement of remote hearings, access points at the prison, modernizing and updating the case management system and standards, and IT capabilities of our court. Cognizance must be paid to the fact that in order for the justice system to be strengthened, it is imperative that there are technological improvements. As part of the Embassy's continued contribution to the delay reduction program, the judiciary is very grateful to the Embassy for so generously donating to the judiciary much needed and very costly equipment. It will go a very long way to contributing to the efficiencies of our court.
According to Charge d'Affaires Leila Moses once, since the program's inception 6 months ago, the case backlog this year is already reduced by 42% due to previous donations and efforts at better case management, tracking of adjournments, and implementation of court-to-prison video link.
The current program aims to reduce the criminal case backlog through supporting legislative reform and, as the Chief Justice said, the development and enhancement of a case management system that rests on modern digital technologies. U.S. assistance in the reduction of case backlog is important because each case represents an alleged crime committed against a victim here. And it's a good thing that court caseloads are increasing. It means improved law enforcement techniques and the work of local law enforcement who are investigating and holding criminals accountable. But the flip side of that is that delays in the delivery of justice risk further increasing the suffering of victims of crime. And this is a major reason why the United States government is providing this critical support to Belize at Belize's invitation to prevent future case backlogs from gaining a negative momentum. The focus of this year's justice sector programming has been on reducing the criminal case backlog and improving efficiencies by streamlining court processes. And so incredibly, in just 6 months, from March to September of 2022, we have seen a 42% reduction countrywide in the backlog of criminal cases.
Apart from equipment, the reduction in the backlog is also attributed to the assistance of temporary judges who have been working tirelessly across the country.
Part of the equipment is to go to the prison to expand the access at the prison for adjournments and bail applications so that magistrates throughout the country would be able to have access to the prisoners who are on remand. So that is part of it. Presently, there are 4 access points at the prison, so that does not give, and that those are access points that are set. So it's only the Belize Supreme Court and the, I believe, 2 magistrate courts in Belize City that have that. Now this would allow for magistrates wherever in the country of Belize to be able to access through a Wi-Fi connect laptop.
Part of the equipment donated today will go to the Kobe Correctional Facility.
Part of what assisted us is, in fact, the temporary judges that were given to us through the Commonwealth Secretariat. So with their assistance, we have been able to reduce significantly a lot of the criminal matters that are presently before the court. The contract ends for the judges in January. The GLSC is presently discussing recruitment in relation to that issue. The judges are continuously hearing matters with the sentencing indicators. Judges have been able to address what the sentencing would be to accused persons, and accused persons have in fact pled guilty based on those indicators. So that as well has in fact reduced the number of matters at the criminal court.
While reducing the backlog by 42% is good news, there is much more that needs to be done to improve the community's confidence in the justice system, says Chief Justice Blenman.
If criminals are not brought to justice in a timely, effective, fair, and efficient manner, persons will lose confidence in the justice system. If this has not to some extent occurred, however, in my view, all is not lost. In order to restore more public confidence in the criminal justice system, both the quality and the quantity of justice must improve in the immediate future. It is critical that litigants are provided with easy access to justice that is fair and efficient, failing which fundamental rights may be impacted. More recently, inefficiencies in the delivery of justice were further laid bare during the COVID-19 pandemic. This state of affairs does not augur well, since, for example, potential investors who have genuine interest in Belize will be reluctant to come to Belize, and if they are of the informed view that crimes are not effectively prosecuted and punished, all of this can have the effect of undermining Belize's development and eroding its stability. As a matter of urgency, the judiciary and magistracy will be reformed and modernized in order to be able to properly serve the people of Belize.
Today's donation is intended to further establish justice for each victim of crime represented in the court system.